Fuck the haters. I'm here playing Magical Diary Horse Hall from Hanako Games and Spiky Caterpillar. I don't really know what to say about this game so far, except that it is not for me. This is a dating sim Hogwarts simulator. Basically, you play as a comely young lady who has been accepted to a school for witches and wizards. And, you know, if we're being tasteful, this is a graphical adventure game. I should say, like, a graphical narrative, I should say. You know, off the top, I have no idea whether Magical Diary Horse Hall is a good game or a bad game. All I know is that it is a game that is not geared towards 23-year-old males. But anyway, I'm secure enough of my masculinity that we're gonna play this. It's an Emily G 2011 joint here. So let's load up. I am Magic Biddy. So let's get in here. Okay, so I'm gonna warn you right away. This game takes place entirely through text, except for like some examinations that we'll have to deal with hopefully at some point during this video. So there's gonna be a lot of me reading the text on screen. It's something I don't do a lot of because I feel like, you know, I respect the audience. They are intelligent enough in their own right, but there's so much text in this game that I'm gonna have to read it. But before we get into that, let's just talk about our like interface here. You know, if you've ever played a dating sim before, and I know probably everyone out there has at least played one. You know, with, you know, a 13-year-old kid, you're all curious, you're hopped up on Mountain Dew, and you want to get your jimmies rustled. You go check out a dating sim on Newgrounds or something. Maybe if you're lucky, they'll show you their tits in the end, or you'll get a kiss. Most of the time, you'll just fail. This interface here, if I can get my words out, is going to look very familiar to you. We've got our attributes here. You can see I'm 30 smart, 20 strong, 10 cute, 20 weird. Personally, that weird stat should be cranked all the way up for me right now, because I feel uncomfortable. Mommy, my tummy feels tingly. And then we have like our magic stats here, so red magic, blue magic, green magic, black magic, white magic. I won't get into those until we get back to school. Right now we're at the mall, which is where all the fun stuff happens. You can see our stress is 15 right now, and our merits are 10. Merits are kind of like academic punishment points, and we got 25 bucks. But anyway, I'm here at the mall to meet this nebulous young gentleman by the name of Damian. But we didn't see Damian in the shuttle van on the way over, so I'm not sure if he's here somewhere already or if he isn't coming until later. We're gonna have lunch with him at a place called the Den. Or sorry, we're supposed to have dinner, my bad. We won't be meeting for a couple of hours, so he has plenty of time. I've never seen him here, actually. I don't see absolutely everyone in the mall, of course, but he's sort of hard to miss. By the way, Damian has huge fucking demon wings. I probably won't need to introduce him when you see him. But can he go to a place like this looking like he does? He said when he went to the Apple Festival, he had to disguise himself. If he's wearing an illusion, he could be right here and I'd never know it. He could be anyone, a little boy, an old man, or a woman in a suit. Like I said, a lot of text in this game, so I apologize, and I totally understand if you already feel like you have to turn this video off. There's more where this comes from. Except I don't think so looking at the people around me. Somehow I'm sure that none of them could be Damian. Even under an illusion, he would never slouch or shuffle like some ordinary teenager. As you can tell, Damian is, you know, getting built up here. He's our potential love interest, but he's also a suspected womanizer, so I don't know how I feel about that. Do I want Magic Biddy getting involved with a character like that? I'm not sure. He's a falcon to the core. That grace would always shine through. So if he's not here, what should I do while I wait? Okay, now we have a lot of options. We can go to the magic store and buy some items that can give us, like, new attributes. We can only do one of these things, by the way. We can go to the games arcade. Let's go to the games arcade. Looks like exactly like the arcade from Final Fantasy VII Golden Saucer. But anyway, there's only a few claw grabbers and old-style video games. What are we gonna play here? You know what? Let's play some dance games. I work up a sweat jumping and tapping to the latest hits. Anyone who has played DDR knows that the latest hits is probably being a little bit generous. This is more fun than gym class. Well, what isn't? Anyway, strength increases by 1. There you go, proof that DDR works as an exercise tool. We're probably gonna run into Damian now. At the arranged time, I wait near the main entrance for Damian. There he is in his demon wings and his sick falcon belt. By the way, this is a man, so you probably got a good idea of the art style of this game already. Well, Halloween was only last week. By the way, nobody seems to care. None of these real people that there's like witches and wizards walking around in capes and shit everywhere. The game just kind of explains it like, well, you know, it's a school uniform. Like, everyone just thinks it's a school uniform. Bullshit. People would be going fucking crazy if everyone was walking around wearing a cape. Unless it was the premiere of Harry Potter. Also, I named my girl Magic Biddy, so everyone calls her Magic, and that is fucking annoying as hell. It sounds like a shitty nickname. Yeah, we're ready. Let's go. We're going to the Den. You told me that yesterday, Damian. Alright, it's not far, just across the parking lot. I didn't see any restaurant there. It's hidden, of course. The easiest way to find it is to go with someone who's been there before, shall we? He offers me his arm, and with minor hesitation, I lay my hand on it. It's slightly embarrassing for a friendly outing, but I do need him to guide me. Oh, my Johnson is getting so rock hard right now. And so together, we leave the mall. Star wipe! There we go, there's a good drinking game for this video. Every time there's a star wipe, take a drink. Alright, now we're gonna get into some Diner Dash cloning. No, probably not. When we reach the restaurant, I stop and stare. Not quite what you were expecting, was it? It looks so normal. After passing the invisibility barriers, naturally, I was ready for anything, but this place could be any number of restaurants I've eaten at with my parents, like a Chipotle or an Applebee's. The only obvious difference is the customers, of which there are just the two of us right now. Damian isn't the only one here with wings. There's a little figure at one of the tables who looks like a cross between a bird and a goblin. Across the way, I see Jacob sitting with two older men, one of whose hair is apparently on fire. This game really lays into that magical aesthetic. It is simpler to rely on standard suppliers and build something in keeping with the world. They save their energy for the food. Okay, I'm gonna stop reading a little bit. I'm just gonna kind of speed through the dialogue and show off a little bit more of the gameplay. Otherwise, this is gonna be like a 30-minute Northern Line reads a Harlequin romance novel to you. So we'll just mostly skip through the dialogue here. Don't worry too much about the text. But obviously, I should point out that if you're gonna buy this game, the dialogue is probably what you're gonna buy it for. Unless, you know, your cooch just gets dripping wet for magical demons like Damian. I'm not judging you, you know, everyone has their personal tastes. I think, you know, just like looking at the start of this video, you know whether this game is for you or not, so I'm just gonna skip through here a little bit until I get some kind of choice. Anyway, we're just still going over the menu listing right now. Would you like me to order for you? You know what? Fuck you, man. Give me a grilled cheese. Alright. I am still going on here. Anyway, apparently there's a range of magical cuisines. I don't know. This one includes corned beef sandwiches, hot dogs, pizza, and grilled cheese. This is like the kids' menu at a Chinese restaurant. I don't know what kind of magical food they have here. Those jelly beans from Harry Potter, some of those taste like grass, man. I don't want to risk it. Nothing for me, but for Damian, what looks like a nest made out of dandelion leaves containing 4 tiny eggs, each shell covered with a brown spiderweb pattern. Sounds delicious. Yes, I would like. Please don't put it in my mouth, though. That's gonna make me feel really uncomfortable. He holds up another egg, delicately pinched between thumb and forefinger, and looks at me. Sheepishly, I open my mouth and allow him to set the egg on my tongue. I just finished. Okay, once it touches me, I realize there wasn't a shell at all. The egg is solid, hard-boiled, and peeled. Cool. So it's a hard-boiled egg. Awesome. Can we get this on here? Damian's gonna tell me about his origin story. Again, I kind of want to get it through this, so I'm just gonna click through it. There is, like, more to this game than just the dating component. This was just, it seemed like a convenient place to stop for the video, to kind of show off that there is kind of like, you know, this is like our Saturday and Sunday at the school. Monday through Friday, we actually have to do certain scholarly duties, as you will see, so we kind of have to do some little micromanagement. But anyway, as you might expect, I don't really care too much about the story of this game, and probably will never play it after I finish this recording. But again, that's not to say it's bad, it's more to say that my opinion on this game doesn't matter. This is a game made, you know, for people who are into games like the kind of games Christine Love makes, like Digital: A Love Story, Don't Take It Personally, Babe, It's Not Your Story, Analog, that just came out on Steam. So if you're into like those graphical narratives, it's basically like a story that plays out, you know, in a shell of a game. Then, you know, I understand that you probably like this. It's 15 bucks. Strikes me as a little bit expensive, but the writing here is definitely a cut above, you know, an Xbox Live Indie Games dating sim. But anyway, please hurry. I don't care about the butterfly hall and the horse hall. This is a laboriously long dialogue session that I've actually never seen before. Okay, cool. I feel energized. I have no idea what that did for me. Damian pays the bill. We're gonna take a van back to campus. Awesome. Maybe we can actually get into some stuff now. Hey, it's our roommate, Virginia! Again, we're just talking about it. Get through it, Virginia. I don't really care. Again, Virginia doesn't like Damian. She's the one who told us he was a womanizer. Apparently, and you didn't hear this from me, Damian left every sophomore in Butterfly Hall crying in the bathroom at some point last year, which, you know, strikes me as a little bit strange because he doesn't look like the type of guy who would be that attractive. Two women. Mostly the spiky demon wings. I don't know what you just said about sores there, but maybe I should get tested. Anyway, okay, it is Sunday now. On Sunday, we can take a look at our inventory. We can look at our diary, our spell book, and then move on to the next week. So in inventory, I don't really have much. I bought a magic wand. As long as I keep it on, it gives me, you know, a little bit of extra magic stats. Cost a pretty penny, though. We're obviously going to keep that on. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's take a look at our diary, see what happened this week. I had a lot of blue and black magic classes. Let's see. Dinner discussion. Damian said he'd take me to a magical restaurant tomorrow. He promised to try and be a better friend to me now than he was ever before. Now listening to Evanescence, Bring Me to Life. This is the best song ever. Ellen got a letter from home that made her sad, and Virginia wanted us to hang out and cheer her up, but I said I had to leave because I was meeting with Damian, and then Virginia got really mad at me and said I was being stupid. I had dinner with Glenn and Damian. Oh my god, I can't deal with this anymore. Okay, let's just move on to the next week. Okay, so there are also spells in this game. Like, there is some kind of magic that happens. And the way you learn these is just by getting enough points in your, like, red, blue, green, black, white magic. I've been focusing mostly on blue magic, which is the magic of transformation. So this allows me to do things like, you know, shroud myself in darkness, teleport myself, interrupt the casting of a spell, causing it to fizzle. I also have a little bit of black magic, but not very much. And these actually do come in handy when we do examinations, and hopefully this video will go on long enough that we will, you know, see those. Anyway, let's get out of here. Close spellbook, and we will start ourselves on the next week. So every week, sometimes you get these little, like, flavor texts before things start, but I will show you. So there's going to be a special assembly for all freshmen on Thursday. No class activities can be scheduled for this day. Now we decide what to do for this week. So this is our standard kind of interface. Obviously, if you look in the top right corner, the game takes place in, like, a calendar year. So we started in September, and I am now 2 months deep into November. And really, the magic stuff has started to get into it, but we haven't really used very much magic. I've only used it on tests and stuff. So I'm going to continue focusing primarily on my blue magic. Taking these classes causes your magic skill to go up, but also your stress. So I'm also gonna, you know, take my last day here to sleep, which will reduce my stress. Could also go to, you know, other magic classes, or we could go to the gym, which will improve our strength, or our strong, I should say. Or we could study, which will improve our stress and our smarts. So I usually do that. I'm too practical for games like this. Like, oh, I got a new spell. Sacrifices some of the caster's magic, causing a target to lose magic similarly. Okay. But every time I, like, play a game like this, and it's like, do you want to go to the mall or study? I'm like, fucking study. I'm in college. I'm here to learn. I'm not here to go shopping. And then everyone's like, wow, Magic Biddy's fucking weird. She keeps to herself mostly. And I'm like, I'm trying to become a witch. I don't give a shit if I'm wearing Dolce & Gabbana. But anyway, we made our way to the assembly here. This is Professor Potsdam. The school only has 2 professors. This lady's really nice, and the other professor is really mean. Apparently today's a special occasion. You're going to get to practice what you've learned and try out some spells on each other. Actually, that is pretty cool, because I have not really had an opportunity to use too much magic so far. Alright, in future exams you may come up against other spellcasters. There is like a dungeon system in this game that kind of reminds me of like a stripped down Legend of Grimrock. But hopefully we will see that. Usually you get exams at the end of every month, so we'll just, you know, speed through 2 weeks and go to the exams if we have to. Alright, you need to know how to use magic in combat and how to avoid magic being used on you. Will everyone please team up in 2s? Uh-oh. Alright, so I'm gonna be paired with Virginia's brother Donald. Donald's a cut-up. I don't really like him. He's definitely a Scorpio, and I'm a Sagittarius, and we don't mix very well. Alright, so hopefully I won't get killed by this asshole's special magic. One of you is the pitcher and one of you is the catcher. That is the way it works in Intercourse as well. You can only pitch when it's your turn. Ain't that the truth, sister? Okay, I get it. No fireballs or ice storms, please. That's good, because we're in a gymnasium that looks like it's made out of fucking tinder. Please. Okay, let us go here. I turn to face my partner. Ladies first. Fucking Donald, man. Doesn't take anything seriously. Alright, here we go. We can get to choose what we can cast here. Basically I focused on blue magic because it gave me the ability to teleport, and I figured that would make, you know, all of these tests and trials that I have really easy. Like, get into trouble, just teleport yourself to a Dairy Queen or something. You dangus? Okay. Donald shows me a simple spell to change the color of a small object or part of a larger object, so I can use it to turn his nose blue. Awesome. Let's do this. I guess he cast a silence on me, like he's Death Prophet or something. I I have no idea what's going on. Apparently Donald is Spanish. You wouldn't know it by looking at him. Okay, what are we going to cast here? Disruption stops him from losing, or from doing the spell. Dispersion causes him to lose magic. Let's use Disruption. Awesome. I think we succeeded there. Cool beans. Trading spells back and forth. This sounds really scary. He's going to cast something over my head. Hopefully it's not like an anvil or something. Probably cast a fireball or something. I don't know. Flaming Dragon. Cool. We are Flaming Dragon. Tropic Thunder references coming out the ass this week, apparently. Anyway, okay, let's just continue. Again, not really concerned about this. Let's defend Donald. You know, we were having fun. Maybe he and I could be an item in the future. I want to fuck every wizard at this goddamn school. Alright. Again, keep going. We're probably going to get demerits here. Yep, we both got detention. Oh no. Again, I'm just reading quickly here. Feel free to pause the video if you really want to read all this text, but you will be here for hours probably. Sleeping reduces stress. Not sure if you knew that. And this is our other roommate, Ellen. She's shy. You know, we have the two typical college roommates that you see in like a college movie or a college book or what have you. One of them's like shy and cute, and the other one is strong and brash and athletic, and the other one's brainy, and I don't know. I got this crush on this guy, but I don't know how to tell him. I think Ellen is deciding whether or not she wants to go home for Thanksgiving. Alright, no, never mind. Ellen is actually suffering from a debilitating psychological disorder known as obsessive-compulsive disorder. Cool. And it's Saturday. Alright, that was over. So we get, on Saturday, we get our mail, which usually refers to a letter from our parents, as well as $5 extra. Mr. Danson. Again, this is the other professor that's an asshole. I'm just skipping through the text, because I don't care. I kind of just want to show off the dungeon style. Again, if you're actually playing the game, you're probably into... Oh, I got an achievement. I think it's my first one, actually. I think if you get this game, you're actually going to be into the story, so I kind of also don't want to spoil it for you. But, you know, again, let me just point this out. Not a game for me. So we should have exams coming up. If not, we'll just speed through this week as fast as possible. I think there's like autoplay or something that we can do. Do I like the theater plays? Yeah, sure, why not? Drama Club's doing Medea this week. Kind of want to see it, but I don't want to go for myself. Girl, you got to get some confidence. Look at that body. You can go out by yourself. Alright. Cool. $5 for students. Do I want to come? Yes, why not? Otherwise, let's just do some baller-ass blue magic and go to sleep. This has pretty much been my schedule, you know, for the entirety of my life. Anyway, we're getting some magic. We're getting some stress. You guys know the deal. Oh no, Donald and Jacob are here. You can tell that things are going to get a little bit mischievous because of that, like, music in the background. Anyway, it's like Spike and that other dude from the Power Rangers, whose name I can't remember. Spike and... the fat guy. I don't know. Butching and baking and candlestick making. Oh, that's Luke, not Jacob. My bad. Alright, so what are we doing here? Are you in or are you not? I'll pass, because I'm recording a video here. I thought he said shit yourself. It's probably suit yourself. We got a new spell. Interrupts the spell being cast or reflected onto its caster. Cool beans. Hopefully we'll get a chance to, you know, use that. Ellen and I meet outside the gym. There's a lot of people here. Not just students, but ordinary people and families who must have driven up here to see the play. Yeah, this isn't going to be fucking weird at all. Going to Hogwarts School for the Gifted. Why did I say yes? Now I have to skip through all this damn dialogue. Anyway. Cool. If I hit escape here. All text, old text, continue, pause. There is an autoplay option. Oh, here it is, right here. So let's fast forward. We're in skip mode. Why is fast forward not going very fast at all? I guess you can literally play this game just hands off. Seriously, what's going on here? What about autoplay? Can we put on autoplay and then I don't want to forget. I kind of want to forget that I'm making this. Yeah, max out the autoplay speed. This is slower than the way I do things. Okay, we will study because I am a responsible We'll study with Minnie. Minnie will give us extra magic and green smarts. Next week, please tell me there's some exams this week. Otherwise, I will probably just stop recording right now. Thanksgiving break begins the week after the classes on Tuesday. There will be no further scheduled activities until Monday in December. Okay, stop. Stop the autoplay. I want the autoplay to stop. Call it off. For those of you who are Wild Seed, that means my parents are not magicians. Anyway, I'm going to put this on fast forward and then stop it. Okay. I think we can safely leave right now. Let's save it. Overwrite my let's look at save. Go back to the main menu. Quit. I don't want to quit the game, I just want to quit to the main menu. Well, then I accidentally quit the game, but in any case, this is Magical Diary Horse Hall, currently available on Steam right now, like $12 for its first week, $15 after that. What can I say, right? Like, odds are if you're watching this, if I look at my YouTube demographics, you are like 90% chance a male between the ages of 13 and 25 years old. This game probably is not really up your alley. I haven't seen any open full frontal nudity yet, but I'm sure there's some people who are out there that are into a kind of game like this. And more than that, I'm not going to shit talk this game because this quite clearly is not a game for me. Like, my opinion on pseudo dating sims like this is totally meaningless. My opinion on tower defense games, since I played like 1,000 of those this year, very valid, I feel. But on this, I'm not gonna judge you if you're into this sort of thing. I'm not really into this kind of, again, Christine Love style of games, but hey, if you are, more power to you. This one's available, and it seems like it is what it is. So, without further ado, as always, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.